Hey everybody, today we're taking a look at this solar powered motion activated security light. Let's get right into it. So this is everything in the box. This is a 2-pack, so we've got our lights, solar panels, install hardware. It also comes with remote controls. Got a user's manual and instructions over here and a master switch, which we'll talk about here in just a second. Taking a closer look at the light, 333 LEDs total across 4 panels here. Yes, on the left and right side, you can bend them in and out, but then you've also got some rotation within that connection joint. Yes, same thing on the very top, front and back, along with rotation with this panel right here. And then at the very bottom, where you'd be mounting this up to the roof or the eave or what have you, you've got a front and back type of articulation. Last thing on the very front here, you've got your PIR motion sensor. This is going to allow this thing to know when it's night or day and when it should be triggered on or off, depending on the motion that have running around. Now on the back side here, right, we've got a weatherproof switch right here where you can turn it on and set it into those 3 different modes, but we can also use the remotes. We'll look at that shortly here. Yes, and then on the side here is where you're going to plug in your solar panel, and that's going to keep everything here nice and charged up. So you just set it up and you get to forget about it. It's really convenient. Overall, IP65 waterproof rating. Now the solar panel is simple and straightforward, but what's nice is you can mount this separately from the light, so you can get this in the perfect sunny location regardless of where you're installing the light. And we've got a real nice long cord here that's going to be able to reach a long ways. So what's nice about this is you can actually take this light and mount it indoors, but have the solar panel outdoors. So if you need to secure a garage, a warehouse, or something like that, you're gonna have the best of both worlds because the sun is on the outside, but you got the light on the inside, which now brings me over here to this master switch. So if you wanna use the master switch, you'd put this in between the solar panel and the light. So if you wanted to manually turn this light on, you can do that, right? Like maybe it's just a work light in the garage, but it also is there for security purposes. You can turn it on when you need the added light. You can turn it off, and then it'll go back into charging mode. And then when it becomes nighttime, it senses detection, motion, and all that good stuff. You still have that security light feature. And as mentioned, it does have a remote control, so if you can't reach the light, you can change the different modes that it has pre-programmed right here. So we have 3 different modes. Mode number 1, if it detects motion, this thing turns on 100%, full blast. If there's no more motion after 20 seconds, it turns off completely. Mode number 2, it's gonna stay on static at 10%, and then if it detects motion, it comes up to 100%. No motion, drops back down to 10%. Mode number 3, this will stay on at 30% static the entire time. And with the master switch here, you can use that, right? We can turn this all the way over to the side, and then you can use it as a garage light and use the switch to turn it off and on at your convenience. But if we turn this up to the 100% to mode 1 real quick, just so you can see how bright this is illuminating a lot of space here in my room, and I know outside it's going to do exactly the same. I'm going to have that ability to change the lights, point them in the right direction, and I have that security whether I want it indoor or outdoor.